destiny, fate, dreams. These unstoppable ideals are held deep in the heart of our hosts. As long as there are people who seek freedom in this life, people like Rose and Thorn. Go, Ace! Go, Ace! Go, Ace! Go, Ace! Becky Hopkins.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes.
The Hero of Tomorrow.
Will of D, more like Will of D's nut!
And the Media Hunter.
Weak point identified. Wait, it's not there?
These things shall not vanish from the earth. This is Tracing the Grand Line. How we doing?
Fine.
Pretty good.
Doing fine. Could have some potentially cool stuff happening in the future, but I'm not jinxing anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
I beat
Also,
Good.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You first.
Also, this past weekend, as part of our few days belated Valentine's Day, Gomer got me to watch Dune Part 1. And the moment they were talking about how the magnetic fields on Arrakis are all kind of screwy, so they have to use a special compass to navigate around there, I'm like,
log pose?
yeah! Like, did Oda read Dune?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Probably.
Should I expect sandworms in Alabasta?
Not in Alabasta.
Should I expect sandworms?
Possibly.
I beat Yakuza Kiwami 2 like 6 hours ago.
Cool.
Just the dragon engine is just so good that I decided to just beat the whole fucking thing. Like, I did everything except all the bouncer missions, and yeah.
The Bouncer!
And then I started Yakuza 3, and immediately missed the dragon engine because this one was not, Kiwamified, it's just Yakuza 3 as is. And it's so much slower.
Isaac?
I made 3 videos the other day. I'm trying to script some more reviews.
Well, I'm in the process.
I want to get done so I can get back to my game.
Fair enough. I'm in the process of finishing up my my 2023 movies list. I'm on the last 5 entries. It'll be out by the time this episode comes out, but still.
Yeah. Let's go to the One Piece fun fact of the day. Iñaki Godoy and Jacob Romero really want Danny DeVito to be in the second season of live-action One Piece.
Everyone's choice for role right now is Wapol. Or Gaimon.
Yeah, Gaimon. I was also thinking maybe Chess. If he doesn't want a big role, Chess would be perfect. Although, who is getting put on his shoulders Mecha Shiva style for Chess Marimo?
That's for the casting director.
He's dead.
Damn.
Emmanuel Lewis, I think his name is? The kid who played Webster? Is he still alive? Hang on.
I guess it's for the casting directors to figure out.
Emmanuel Lewis is still alive.
Okay, that'll work.
Anyway, episode 88, Zoan-type Devil Fruit, Chopper's 7-form transformation. We open on, oh yeah, one of the coolest... Yes.
4Kids episode 56. The name of this episode is actually has a joke in it that I can't say, or Michael Buffer will sue me. Because it's actually called Let's Get Ready to...
Well, shit, that needs to be bleeped.
Do you think he has Let's Get Ready for Dumbo copyrighted too?
No, that one's just Disney.
Okay.
We open on, oh yeah, one of the coolest things ever. Glad to see it again. And of course, Luffy's just smiling about it. God, he's great. I love that he calls them jackasses.
Yeah.
Chopper finally gets to see what a pirate is and what Hero Luke meant. And then he needs to join them. Luffy asks if Chopper wants to join in the ass-kicking, and while Chopper's thinking, Sanji goes to, oh shit, his bones.
Yeah.
Also in the flashback when Chopper asked what a pirate is, and Hero Luke started off by saying that they're swashbucklers, I'm just imagining Chopper saying, follow-up question, what's a swashbuckle?
Yeah, Becky will be the designated person able to do the Chopper voice.
I don't think so, Tubby. Tubby?
Tubby? Nobody calls me Chubby! Good. Doctor's orders kick from Kureha, but meanwhile Chopper joins the fight.
Yeah.
Chess Mario has some nerve calling Chopper a freak.
You know, Korea kicking Sanji makes me wonder what the Hippocratic Oath is in this universe.
Get the job done.
In this case, it's the hypocritical oath. Also, Chess Marimo's all like, "You're a short motherfucker and nobody likes you." Meanwhile, I'm like, "You have a pillow on your head."
Yeah, the taunting from Chess Marimo is doubly bad considering it's two mouths at once. But Chopper ignores the double insult, saying he's going to fight for his beliefs without having friends. Luffy says that's not true. Luffy's his friend. A tackle to Wapple proves as much.
A friend!
A friend! Luffy's taking on Wapple, leaving Chess Marimo to Chopper. Let's see how Chopper fights. Sanji points out the hypocrisy of Chess Marimo calling someone the freak.
Yeah.
Kureha knows that Chopper can fight, and I'm dying to see how. How? Ooh, a piece of candy! This is a rumble ball, and oh shit, Dalton's possibly dead in the snow.
Yeah.
He's a cipher in the snow.
Oh, that short is so fucked up.
As if Drum Island wasn't bleak enough.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, the 20 MDs. At this point, they just want to help, which is good. The townspeople don't believe them, though. Thankfully, they've still got the Hippocratic Oath in mind, and thanks to HeroOfTomorrow, whose message lives on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of cool because they were like, yeah, Waffle was holding us prisoner, but ultimately we still want to help people because that's what that guy would have wanted.
Oh god, I thought of two wrestling references with 3 minutes. Obviously, one is the one I give to Becky for her intro quote. The other is the group 3-minute warning. Isaac just got a bit of 3-minute warning.
The Rumble Ball is kind of weird. Like I compared it to the Ed and Eddie Jawbreaker, but when Chopper bites into it, it's like a hollow ball, so it's almost like a frozen gum ball.
I wonder, what do you think it tastes like?
Orange, obviously.
Medicine.
Well, only one way to find out.
I don't think Chopper would make it taste too medicine-y. I mean, it's probably got to taste at least a little bit nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it has anything.
Once we finish the One Piece cookbook, I may just have Casey make like some recipes I find online. For example, someone made a recipe for rumble balls.
Well, okay. If anything, they're inspired by the rum ball, which is a truffle-like confectionery.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So it's booze.
Yeah,
Probably.
I've had rum balls before. They don't contain a lot of alcohol, but yeah.
Are they any good?
They have a weird aftertaste to them, but yeah, I'd say they're generally pretty tasty. They basically taste like chocolate truffles.
Okay.
For the reference, this recipe for rumble balls by Daniel Bagernajad, I'm gonna fuck that name up, from penonline.com, is not in fact rum balls. It's just they just look like profiteroles to me.
I was gonna say it's probably just a cake pop without the pop.
It's like shortbread biscuits, pecan nuts, honey, vanilla, and sugar.
I guess my mind's more in fruit candy right now because I'm eating a little bag of like sour gummy lips from Valentine's. So
Fair. Let's see here. Chess Marimo loads up some fire arrows, but Chopper charges in and is quick switching now. And oh my god, 4 hammers.
Yeah.
Apparently Zoan good.
So, like I said last time, all of Chopper's forms in Japanese are called something point. 4Kids changed them to something boost instead. Though the Funimation dub actually used both, with Chopper shouting brain point, brain boost, and the like. Also, they changed watt point to sprint boost instead of watt boost.
That's fine.
meh.
Like at that point, there's not really much of a change.
Yeah.
Like it's minor compared to some of the stuff Workings has done so far.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Zoan type users have 3 forms, but judging by the title, maybe the Rumble Balls give him more forms. Sure enough, including oh my god, Fluff Ball.
It's like Go ahead.
I don't remember if I brought this up, but like, Zoan types have the 3 forms, which is their standard, normal self, then their hybrid form, and then their full beast form.
Yeah.
I saw the fluffy form of Chopper just makes me think of the popular meme character in the My Little Pony fandom, Flufflepuff.
I was just like, it's Chopper the Tribble.
Yes!
You remember one of those pencil toppers that were really fluffy? I don't know the name of them.
I know what you're thinking of, but yeah. Also, there's only so much happiness in meeting a transforming reindeer Luffy can take.
Like these things. They're truffle trees, oh my god!
Ha!
Yeah. So of course Chopper's gonna find more forms over the course of the series, that's just how the shit works. Oh right, Wapple's still here. And he realizes the castle must be alone and unprotected!
But not before he goes, the nerve!
The nerve!
The fucking Final Fantasy X2 lip sync.
Becky, I'm gonna set you up for this one. Chopper has anchor arms!
Now I'm marketable and everybody loves me.
When, there are a couple of minor changes that I won't even bother going over, like omnidirectional slash was changed to multi-directional slash.
Yeah,
like
super.
And when he was like, I can't believe that freak dodged my attack. I mean, you barely hit him. He didn't dodge at all.
Though with when he pulls out the 4 axes, my brain just went, oh, he's got the Axum Rangers arsenal, and then I realized the Axum Rangers all have axes because they're the Axum Rangers. I think I was just exhausted.
Well done, Roasted. Well done.
I've been doing a lot this week.
It's fine.
This fight rules, by the way. I immediately love how Chopper fights and the versatility therein.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chopper used Lock On.
Yeah, he's got fucking Brain Blast and a Scope mode.
Yeah.
A beam!
Also,
Good.
Actually, no, keep going.
yeah, Chopper's attack names were also changed. Brainpoint Scope was just renamed to Rumble Scope, which I think was kept in the translated manga. And his Hoofprint Roseo, or Cloven Rose, was changed to Reindeer Roundhouse, and the 4 kids.
It's not a kick! It's not a kick! It's a fucking punch!
There's such a thing as a roundhouse punch, but it's definitely more associated with the kick.
Yeah, like...
Meaning they become hooves.
Yeah.
Okay, my brain just had a very stupid thought regarding
With
Chopper's
us? No.
transformation. Regarding Chopper's transformations.
Yeah.
Like, if movie theaters existed in the One Piece universe, do you think Chopper would use it to get into an R-rated movie without having to show ID?
He'd just go into heavy point mode. And he's just like, "No, sir, I'm a big, strong man."
He keeps the voice.
I'm trying to think of where this was, but there was supposedly an image from when one of the Star Wars movies was out with the Straw Hats in the movie theater.
Yeah. That was when the Force Awakens came out. Allegedly,
Yeah,
that was
a whole animated spot for that that's considered lost media now.
Yeah, that's it. I was hoping I could find the one image
But I've
they
seen the
had of
image.
it.
I've seen the one screen cap of it, yeah. So.
I was just thinking of that one fan art someone did of the Straw Hats seeing Barbie.
Yes.
Savage Man 53 on DeviantArt, there you go.
Also, Luffy thinking Chopper's going to shoot a beam when he's using Rainbow Scope, Rumble Scope, wrong Straw Hat.
Though, just give me a chance to do this. Kami Beam!
Okay, I found the image.
That is a pretty great image. I've seen it. Just that. I love that little shuffle when Waffle's sneaking into the castle. Like,
It's like Mr. Krabs walking.
Yeah.
almost, yeah. So, before we continue, I'd like to ask you: Did any of you have any trouble understanding how the Rumble Ball functions?
No.
Nope.
Well, apparently 4Kids thought you did, because the anime actually takes the time to insert a 2-minute exposition scene about how the Rumble Ball works over footage from the previous scenes, introduced with the narrator going, "Here are the deer tails," during which we get some crappy Photoshop graphics that include an awesomely bad image of Chopper in the Vitruvian Man pose.
Oh, I need to see this.
And then imagining what his skeleton would look like. It's honestly a huge waste of time and money.
4Kids wasting money? The devil, you say?
No.
The devil fruit, you say.
Ah.
I found Zoro in the Vitruvian Man. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Is he fully naked?
Becky, it's on screen right now.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Damn. Come on. Live up to Leonardo da Vinci's legacy.
Not on stream.
And show us... I wasn't asking you to show it on stream.
Yeah.
Oh. Also, guess what time it is?
Panda Man sighting?
Yep, Panda Man sighting.
I actually don't know
Guess
where it could
he
be.
was? You want to know? Okay, let me redo that. Guess where he was this time?
Was it in the crowd around Dalton?
No.
I don't know then. Is he like...
I don't
Sometime
know
after
either.
Chopper uses his scope ability, at 1513, you can see Panda Man's image engraved above the castle entrance.
Wow.
That's insane.
Yeah.
This is
That's
getting
like-
to where... Yeah,
that's almost like hidden Mickey level.
Yeah.
Like, wow. Yeah. Chopper hits the hoofprint Rosea right on the jaw, destroying Chess Marimo's jaw and knocking him out. Fight's over just in time.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
As Hero Look's flag looks on, it's pretty clear that Chopper's joining the crew at this point.
Yeah.
The 20 MDs managed to successfully revive Dalton, but Vivi's had enough. She wants to go with Usopp and Zoro up the mountain, but Usopp knows that Vivi's overstressing and the gang's fine.
That Zoro, or according to Zoro, he just doesn't want to go up the mountain.
I mean, intent
It could be
aside...
both!
Yeah.
Intent aside, Usopp's got a point. Vivi is really, really putting too much responsibility on her shoulders.
Also, yeah, as Phil showed us at this bit during the 4Kids dub, Zoro taunts Usopp by making more chicken noises.
You're just a little chicken. Cheep, 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 cheep.
Has anyone here ever seen a chicken? Yeah, odd to have Usopp calm someone else down.
Yeah.
Dalton also can't just sit around, and while Zoro wants to know who he is, Dalton's heading to the castle. No matter what, Wapol must not reclaim the throne. Usopp, the fucking baller, offers his back to Dalton to get to the castle. A nice gesture, but it ain't working.
He has no training like Zoro's, aside
He's
from
gonna-
running. But yeah.
Like, Usopp, you're gonna blow your back out.
And not even in the way I want to.
I was gonna say, Usopp would retort with, "Would you like that?" Yeah, something to that regard. Dalton also... We read that already. Thankfully, Zoro does the literal heavy lifting.
One-handed.
Yep.
I'm just thinking that Eli's the only one who's going to get this, but I'm thinking Tales of Symphonia with Colette holding up Regal with one hand.
Yeah.
Carry me.
Oh yeah, the ropeway. It's been reconnected. Who the fuck reconnect? Oh, right, Wapol.
Yeah. Or Wapol's men.
Yeah, the point is, now that Wapol is back, that's, yeah, probably how he got back up.
You say
don't-
that...
I was...
I think Sanji says this, but I love how he calls Wapol a tin-plated bastard. Either that or it was Luffy, but one of them did.
Yeah, Luffy forgot about Wapol during that whole fight. He's got no goddamn object permanence.
That guy who? Oh my god, Luffy. Oh
He
shit,
got too distracted by Chopper's transformation.
Oh yeah, Nami's still wrestling in the castle. That's probably bad. Kureha wonders why Sanji's heading in there. Meanwhile, Chopper's so happy about finally having a friend. Aw.
Aw, baby.
Nami's...
I guess the nincompoop has a death wish. I mean, he wants to help Nami.
Nami's fever's gone down, and after some more rest, he should be fine. Now
He's waiting to go home.
Now it's nothing but a rundown hovel filled with snow! My review of... Okay, someone else make this joke. As a SoCal person, I don't do snow.
Meanwhile, Wapple is confronted by his arch nemesis, stairs.
Bane of my existence!
Oh no! Wapple, watch out! It's down these stairs!
No. Let the stairs cook. I got nothing else for this episode.
I do have one last note with Zoro, because nobody's bothered to fill Zoro in on what's going on. I still have no idea what's going on here. Zoro on an average day, or me when I log into Twitter?
Zoro is just... My meme brain is just replacing Zoro with Patrick in the "Who are you people?" image.
Either that or that one image where it's like, I know not where I come from. I know not who I am. All I know is that I must kill.
Zoro just brings in the pizzas, and now while everything's burning.
Okay, no, that's perfect. That's the perfect one.
But you should be writing these down.
Except the pizzas are ice cold because he got lost on the way home.
Where's my drink?
My diet Dr. Kelp.
Episode 89. When the kingdom's rule ends, the flag of faith flies forever. That was tough to say. We open on Nami. Go ahead.
Rosen, keep forgetting that.
Yes, I know. I keep trying to forget.
4Kids
Just
episode.
watch. The one time he remembers, it's going to be after we're done with 4Kids.
No, it's going to be an episode they skipped.
4Kids episode 57. The once and future king.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
Yeah.
Classy reference.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shocked, frankly. Yeah, we open on Nami trying to defy Doctor's orders, right as Wapple spots her. Right off the bat, I need to say, this was one of the funniest episodes we've ever had.
Yes.
Like, Luffy versus Wapple is not a good fight in terms of action, just because it's clearly very one-sided. Wapple's a fucking joke. But my god, is that joke funny!
Yeah.
I was laughing my fucking ass off this entire time.
He is a very funny, cartoonishly evil king character.
Yeah, the expressions alone in this episode, fantastic.
Yeah.
At one point, he just turned into Kaiji.
Yeah. But we'll get to that.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Nabi was sick when Wapple attacked, hence he wouldn't know her.
He doesn't look friendly. I'd say that's racist, but you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, it's not racist, it's just Wapple.
Yeah.
He's
Not
too
a-
white for it to be. He's too white for it to be racist anyway.
They're the same race. But yeah, Nami with the bluff check of a lifetime.
And it fails.
Yep, she whiffed it.
They both
Yeah.
rolled 20s.
Because wasn't expected for me, though, was Wapple shimmying up the pillar. I did not know he would be that agile.
Okay, yeah, him getting stuck in his own castle stairs is really funny. And he just goes, I think I've gained weight recently.
No shit.
And then he bores himself. Oh my god.
Okay, how much auto cannibalism is going to be in this show?
Well, we already had
Two
Zeph.
examples so far. So, also, it's worth when he eats himself to restructure his bones. He goes into this little garbage can form. That's an item that you can throw in grand battle.
Now-
Wapple pops out and eats everything in his path and then spits it out.
Yeah, so he does this for a while, hops down the stairs, and then pops out totally thin. Now, Eli, I think you and I are thinking the same thing. Why the fuck can't I do that?
Yeah.
It's not just you thinking that.
Fair enough. Everyone here except Isaac.
Also, this technique had a name in the manga, even though it doesn't get named in the anime. The Wapple Slim Down.
It's a fucking Slim Fast knockoff. I don't understand. I've been eating nothing but milkshakes. You mean those diet milkshakes? Oh. Thank God for
Thank
Luffy.
you.
Good. Like Luffy fucking saving Nami with the kick, and Nami's like, Luffy. So, do you mind telling me why the coat I lent you is all torn up before I murder you?
Priorities, Nami.
She forgives Luffy far too easily, but of course Luffy owes her 100,000 berries now. Oh, Nami. Nami with the fucking proto-Anya from Spy Family face. And then
That's almost a Zatch Bell level expression.
And then we get Go ahead.
How much debt is she gonna force her crewmates to rack up?
So much. And then we get one of the funniest line deliveries I've ever seen with, "Hello, I'm still here!"
I've been here the whole time!
I don't know why that gets me. I think it's just such a mood when you're in, like, when your parents are talking to some of their friends at the mall and you just want to go the fuck home. Yeah. Hello, I'm still here!
And this Wapple, because he has their attention now, he starts monologuing about how he's got the key to the armory and he's going to eat everything in it and turn himself into this giant living weapon. And I'm like, in the time you've said that, Luffy could have punched you 10 times.
I wanted to see where he was going with this. Oh no! He lost the key!
Well, he didn't lose it, but he does have a glorious... This is awkward face.
I'm assuming Isaac's cutting in all these faces because I'm fucking dying thinking about them.
I get the feeling even if he still had his key, he would try to unlock the door and it would just be frozen shut.
Yeah, this is what happens when you go after a pickpocket.
Yeah, it was a bad idea on your part, Wapple. What was his line when he runs?
See you later.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Like he fucking runs up the stairs.
And then we get Sanji just crawling at Nami like a bug because he can't get...
it was like the fucking run in Devilman Crybaby. Sanji, you had this one coming. Just
yeah.
The first time Sanji just directly goes for Nami's tits. Like
it's really disheartening because he was such a bro during this arc.
Yeah, like fucking hell, man.
Sanji, how do you have less tact with anime boobs than me?
Same. Like, what the fuck? Wapple marches into a hidden room where, oh shit, that's a big gun. Go ahead.
Also, it should go without saying, 4Kids censored that, especially
yeah.
Close-Up.
You know what?
Honestly,
I get that. Good.
Honestly, good. That was a bad joke.
Yeah, I was like, don't censor it because of boobs. Censor it because it's not funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's got a giant fucking gun. It's like a 7-chambered Gatling gun. It's pointed directly at Luffy. He goes to fire. No more bullets. And we get a fucking... I can only describe it as a Doofenshmirtz face from Wapple.
No, that's almost a Daffy Duck face.
It's a pizza tower face.
Yeah.
Yo, Wapple's faces are killing me.
Yeah.
I guess some snowbirds made a nest in the gun, thus making it completely useless.
No, presumably Chopper unloaded it after that, which is really funny.
Yeah, at first I thought it was gonna be like when your car freezes up in the winter if you don't drive it enough.
I was just thinking it wasn't loaded.
I thought it was because of the birds.
Yeah, it is because of the birds. I'm saying before we saw the birds, we were hypothesizing.
I don't think the birds would have stopped it from firing if it were loaded. But also, it's worth mentioning that face when he sees it doesn't. Once when he sees it doesn't fire, and once when he sees the snowbirds, he makes the same face twice, and once is just a close up, and both of them had us howling.
Yeah, like the front facing one. I wanted the Ed, Edd n Eddy.
We still have the One Piece bop noise.
Yeah, that too. And then my next note is, I'm not owned! I'm not owned!
Yeah.
Turns into a corn cob that he ate earlier.
I can't wait for Casey's reaction to this because, yeah, like, Wapple sucks, but my god, this fight is the funniest fucking thing.
Like, Wapple sucks in an entertaining way.
Yes! I'm glad Andy Mellon's got an entertaining villain to play. Oh, god. Dalton's not doing too hot, but regardless, they're on their way. And we see a flashback that after fending off Chopper, Dalton got fucked up by Wapple, hence why he was thrown in jail and beaten a lot.
Yeah. Although, in the 4Kids dub, they edited the scene in the flashback where Wapple was pointing his gun at Dalton's head, and changed it to where he was pointing at his chest instead. Yeah, because that's much less lethal.
Yeah, it's not like there are any vital organs in the chest.
Well, you know. In fairness, he got a big one.
Yeah. It's a big target.
Yeah.
And we get the great line from Luffy as he grabs Wapple's face. It doesn't matter if you're a king, or even if you're a god. It doesn't matter if you're great or someone who's not so great. I'm still gonna kick your butt!
Yep.
Also,
yeah.
Wapple's pointing out that, you know, the Drum Kingdom is part of the world government, and beating him up would be a capital offense. And I'm like, do you really think a pirate would be deterred by that?
Yeah, hell, remember this for later.
Yeah.
Oh,
you already know, like, the most famous scene that of the Straw Hats defying the government.
Yeah.
You just don't know the context yet.
True.
And in the 4Kids dub, Wapple's Munch Munch shock ability, which that allows him to become what he eats, was renamed into Munch Munch mutation, which honestly sounds better to me.
Yeah, I kind of like that because shock. It's not shock. Well, it's shocking, but it's not electric shocking. It is a mutation.
Yeah.
Speaking of tongue cannon, I wasn't expecting that. And speaking of things,
I was kind of amazed the cannonball didn't just bounce back because Luffy has like his hand like a net over his mouth.
Yeah, Dalton's coughing up blood now. This is really bad. We see a flashback of what I thought was the kidnapping of the 20 MDs, but it was mostly the culling of all the other doctors.
Also, Dalton, can you hear me?
Yes, and he's got dynamite.
Yeah.
Light the fuse, bring the boom, dynamite.
Well,
which is on right now.
I bet he's real glad that dynamite didn't sweat.
Oh,
Although guess what 4Kids cut out? Yep.
The dynamite?
Yep. It was removed and instead replaced by a sword. Good luck. Yeah, good luck destroying the castle with that, Dalton.
I mean, I think I know why 4Kids cut it. Because remember when this was being dubbed?
Oh, God!
Yeah.
Oh, no!
In the midst of the War on Terror era.
Oh!
Yeah, I kind of understand the network would have a problem with
that. Yeah, I understand. Oh, God. Whoo!
Although in that scene where Dalton reveals the string of dynamite, he goes, "I'll show them what happens to a country that doesn't have a heart."
That's pretty metal. I love that Chopper already trusts that Luffy's fine, and this is where Wapple is at his most kaiji.
Yeah, he's got the giant nose and the giant chin and the eyebrows. Just.
And because it would be me I would be remiss if I did not hit this button.
I'll just trust that it plays.
Yeah. Gum Gum Blowback launched Wapple onto the roof, where he stares at Hero. Go ahead.
Well, that's what I heard, but apparently when Luffy shoots Wapple up into the roof, the technique he uses was called Gum Gum Bow Gun.
Oh,
but I
bow
couldn't hear
gun!
It over the sound effects. I couldn't hear it over the sound effects when we were watching it. But 4Kids changed the name of it to Gum Gum Crossbow. Same difference, really.
Just not to imply it's a gun. But yeah. But as it launches Wapple onto the roof, where he stares at the flag, Luffy climbs up to launch Wapple away with Gum Gum Bazooka, and we get one of the funniest things, last words I could possibly imagine, of Wapple screaming, "I'll make you Vice King!"
While Luffy is reaching several miles back to do his Gum Gum Bazooka.
Yeah. He climbs up to launch Wapple away with Gum Gum Bazooka as Chopper declares that Dr. Hero Luke that the Drum King is about to fall, as is Wapple, eventually, once gravity takes hold.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wapple gets blasted, and we'll never see him again.
I know we will. It's how this show works. I was just hoping he landed in the water and drowned.
We're not that lucky. I do look kind of, as weird as the gag is, I do kind of love the joke when all the other people get to the top of the mountain of the others just stealing Usopp's thunder.
Yeah. I think it was Dalton who's like, so the Drum Kingdom was ultimately defeated by the Skull and Crossbones.
Yeah. Just toppling a king, NBD.
Yeah, you know. I love Usopp cowering from behind Zoro.
Yeah.
Oh shit, Luffy incoming. Who wants to do it this time?
A friend!
I meant Luffy!
I love Luffy not even realizing the gravity of what he just did, because he doesn't care. And that's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just love Luffy's constant obliviousness.
This guy is toppling multiple nations, and he doesn't care because they made his friends cry.
Yep.
And then Luffy tries to introduce Chopper to everyone who's still doing the backwards hiding thing. But Usopp calls him a monster, and Luffy is quick to chastise him. That thing's your friend!
A friend!
It's me doing better here.
Yeah.
The word of the day is friend.
Both of them are just fine. Well, Nami's fine.
Yeah.
Dalton learns that Whopper.
Wait, I gotta introduce you to my friends! My friends who were pointing guns at you!
Okay, the friends are mainly the Straw Hats. The others are not. Others Luffy doesn't know.
Yeah, like Rosen said, this was probably the funniest episode of this match.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Like, not so much. Like, the action's more comedic in this fight, but you know what? Doesn't always have to be jaw-dropping awesome. It sometimes just gotta be gut-bustingly funny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to Sanji's Kitchen, where we don't need the cookbook for today again. You wanna know why? Today, we're about to make Chopper's Rumble Balls. Now, the Rumble Balls in the actual anime are more of a jawbreaking consistency. Chopper uses these nice little candies to help enhance his abilities for only a short amount of time. Now, here's the thing. I'm not gonna make a jawbreaker. Nope. You know what's also the equivalent of a jawbreaker, though? Donuts. Yes, this is an analogy. Are you getting it? Yeah. Basically, we're gonna do our own take on Rumble Balls in donut form. We'll be making regular sized donuts, but more specifically, we're gonna focus a little bit more on donut holes. Now, I've never made donuts before in my life, so we're gonna be on this wonderful journey together. And you're gonna wondering, what do we need for this recipe? Well, very quickly, the ingredients to make the donut itself are going to be 1 cup of whole milk warmed, 2.5 teaspoons of instant or active dry yeast, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter melted and slightly cooled. This is very important. 1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. This thing is already giving me trouble already, so I hope it's worth it for this recipe. 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 4 cups of all-purpose flour, but you have to make sure this is spooned and leveled. This is very important because I haven't been spooning and leveling my flour. Yay, I keep forgetting to do that. And for frying, you can use 1 to 2 quarts of vegetable oil or canola oil. In this case, I'm using canola oil because why not? It's a little bit different and fancy. And we're going to be doing glazed donuts for today. So what you need for glaze for these donuts is going to be 2 cups of confectioner sugar. I can talk. Folks, I can really talk. 1/3 cup of heavy cream, half and half or whole milk, and half a teaspoon of pure vanilla. And since we want to make sure that these look exactly like Rumble Balls from the anime, yeah, I'm holding food coloring. We want to make sure that we get the exact color on these, right? And hopefully we can. And the one thing cool about donuts is that you can do whatever you want. You can make them plain, you can put some sugar glaze on it, you can make a chocolate ganache, dip them in. The possibilities for donuts are endless. And that's what makes it fun. So, why don't we get started, shall we? We're going to be using our stand mixer. If you don't have one, you can literally do this by hand. Totally fine by you. We have already put our yeast in. We've put 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, and we've just warmed up our cup of milk. So we're going to combine them in the bowl like so. There we go. That's pretty. And then you're going to take your whisk, or if you're doing this by hand, you're going to use a wooden spoon. You're going to give the ingredients a mix. You're going to stir it all up, like so. Wish I could show it to the camera, but trust me, it is the process of making sure every single thing is mixed in here. So we'll make sure it's all mixed, like so. Next we're going to cover it loosely with a cloth, like so, right over it. And we're going to let this ferment, froth for about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to do 10 minutes max because that's, for me, the safety route. So make sure that you set your timer for this, folks. And wait, because donuts, this is for patience. You want to be patient with this recipe. Look at it! Milk and yeast and sugar combined. Ain't it pretty? And now, we put the rest of the ingredients in here, such as the remaining sugar. How is it that it requires 1 tablespoon of sugar, and yet, I already did 1, it needs 1/3. We'll figure things out as we go along. It just means there should be more sugar in here, yay! Alright, in goes the sugar. Wow, look at that, eat it up. We got our slightly cooled butter. Pour that in. Like so. Half a teaspoon of salt. There we go. 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. Trust me when I say nutmeg is important. It's what gives it the nice rich tones of a donut. If you don't have that, you're gonna get more of a cake consistency more than anything. Another teaspoon. And this is me, so you can do a teaspoon of vanilla, but I always like to add an egg, put it extra, just in case. Now, about 2 cups of flour and the 2 eggs. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. Now trust me, I say I'm gonna be cracking these off screen, and I'm gonna be pouring them from a bowl because it's much easier that way, so that way you're not getting eggshell in your mixture. Also, make sure, folks, that you wash your hands if any of the egg gets on you. You do not, I repeat, do not want to cross-contaminate. We want our kitchen to be safe. We want our kitchen to be sparkly. I don't care if I'm off screen. Like, I just don't want a kitchen that's going to make a recipe ruined if you get egg on your hands. And I don't mean that as a pun. But we got them in the bowl. We're gonna dump them like so. And now we're getting our flour. Just trying to move it. I'm nearly using my oven space as a counter right now. And don't worry, it's off, folks. We don't want danger in this living space. but we got our flour. And we're gonna be spoon leveling. Now, this is something I should have taught the last time. And I know what you're thinking. Casey, what is spoon leveling? Here's how. Spoon leveling is the actual proper technique to get the right amount of flour in. Now, mostly when you scoop and then scrape, you're not getting the right consistency. So what you do is you take your spoon and you put it in the cup like so. Well, so try and be careful not to spill flour on my oven. And you just place it in. So that way it gives a better consistency with your dough. Usually I forget to do this, so I just scrape in. So I accidentally have more flour than I need to. And I don't mean to, but it happens. Alright, and then if I feel I've had access, I'm gonna scrape. So we're doing 2 cups for this so far. So we're gonna dump 1, like so. And now we're going to be doing the next one. Because this is a new recipe, I don't want to take chances and messing this up. So we're going to just be doing spoon leveling of flour for today. So, also, how are you doing? I'm having fun scaring. I know the audience doesn't care about that, and probably by the time this airs, I may not be scaring anymore. So, yay! That's 2. Alright, we're going to take our dough hook. If you do not have a dough hook, that is okay again. You can whisk this by hand. You can use a normal whisk, whatever. We're going to take our dough hook, we're going to attach it onto our stand mixer. Make sure it's locked in place. Place it down, lock it, and do not forget to plug your stand mixer in. And then for 1 minute, we are going to put this on the low speed setting. And so in that case, it's going to be 1. And make sure, while it's low spinning, while it's mixing, you have a spatula on hand so that way you can scrape the sides of the bowl. Trust me when I say have a spatula on hand, it's very helpful in baking. You're able to scrape everything off the side while everything is being mixed. Alright. It's been a minute, so you are going to turn this off. Be very careful when you lift this up. Like so. And then we're going to scrape the sides of the bowl. So that way the rest of this can be mixed in. No! Get in my hand! Safety! This is why you have a paper towel on hand. Also said that I was going to almost say poncho from Parks and Rec. Poncho! Even though I'm not wearing a poncho. But I am wearing an Agatha Harkness shirt. Sanji's Kitchen is not sponsored by Marvel. I want to make that known. And with that, we are going to put the last 2 cups of flour into our mixture. And I realize now I should have done the whisk instead of the dough hook. It's okay. We learn from our mistakes. Alright, and that's the last of the flour. Now, if it doesn't look like it is sticking enough, do not worry. You can make sure that you have a tablespoon of flour with you, so that way, in case it's super sticky, you can add 1 tablespoon of flour while in your mixture. Now, since we have it in, we're going to pop it, lock it. We're putting this on medium speed for about 2 minutes. Yeah, right now I see that my dough is still sticky, so I'm trying to add 1 tablespoon at a time. But make sure you do this in increments. Like so. We're now going to let this we're going to keep it kneading on the machine for 5 to 7 minutes, or you can knead this by hand, however you wish it. And make sure that you keep an eye on this. If it becomes too sticky during this process, make sure you add a tablespoon of flour to this. You want to make sure that it's sticky, but not extremely sticky. We want to work with this dough. This dough is going to be our donut, so make sure that you're keeping an eye on it between 5 to 7 minutes during this process. I will see you after those 5 to 7 minutes have passed. With that, about 7 minutes. I barely did this for 1 additional minute just in case, because time is a factor. And so, you're going to take a bowl. Yes, this is comically big. I'm aware of that. You're going to lightly grease it. You can use butter. You can use Pam spray. You can do whatever you want. But if you are using Pam spray, make sure that you spray. And make sure, this is very important, that you use a paper towel and wipe it so that way it's still nice and greasy, nice and oily, nice and bubbly. Nice and bubbly? Where did I get nice and bubbly? I don't know. That sounded like, that was Carter. Carter wants the bubbly. Totally. That little Doug wants the bubbly. So we're going to make sure of that. We're going to take our dough, lift it, dough. Ooh. Oh. Make sure when you have the dough, it is sticky, but not super sticky. And I think I got it. So we're gonna make sure that we scrape the dough accents. Ooh, heavy. This is heavy. Keep saying heavy. Is heavy like something extreme that happens in the future or something? I don't know. But we're gonna lift the dough. We're gonna also we're gonna make sure we also form this dough into a ball. Why? Because it helps rise better. That's why, folks. Also, this dough is not, it's sticking in my hands, but not super sticky. And I actually like that. I've had other doughs that it'll stick to my hands. So this dough actually is very nice. We're gonna shape it into a ball. Like so. I really hope you heard Rosen say yay in the background. So we're gonna wrap the top of this with plastic saran wrap, and this is why it takes forever and patience. You're gonna leave it in the workplace for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Yay! It's been about 1.5, almost 2 hours. Look, it's doubled in size. It's so pretty. We've lightly floured our surface. I like using like the fish cutting board because we don't make a lot of fish dishes in this place. We technically did do a fish dish outside of this, but here we're just using this. We lightly floured it. We're gonna take the dough, and this is in the recipe. We get to punch it. Punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it, punch it. It releases a lot of the air out. Don't punch it too much or else you'll get some dough on your fingers like I just did. But that's okay. You just pound it. Like so. It helps to get any excess air that's in the dough out. It makes it much easier. Because I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna roll it onto the lightly floured surface. Like so. Get some excess dough. Here we go. Now, technically, if we wanted to, we can also do additional kneading, because if it's sticking like so, we can do an additional knead if we wish to. But we want it to be a very sticky consistency. See how it stretches? It's nicely thin. You want to make sure this is the type of dough that you want for your donuts. Hopefully I'm getting this right. But I'm just doing like one little, nice little knead, like so. I will say this, out of all the doughs I've made in my life, this is actually one of the most satisfying ones. And you can see the speckles of the nutmeg in here. Like, it's hard to pick up on camera, but you can see the speckles on the nutmeg, which are found normally in a donut. And so, I'm going to lightly flour the dough just in case, the part of it just in case. We're going to flour the top of it. And then, we're going to flour our rolling pin. Like, do not be afraid to flour the rolling pin. Because we're going to take this, we're going to roll this out until it's half an inch. Which, I'm going to be fully honest, that's going to be difficult because this is a big dough. Like so. Alright, you got half an inch right there. So if we have to, and we might have to, we're going to probably have to cut this in half. Because this is pretty big, so make sure you have your scraper cutter. Cut the dough. We're going to core these into different sections, and we're still going to roll them, but it's always best to have it, like if it's too, especially if you're working with a small space such as I am, you want to make sure that you just quarter these. I'm also still kneading it, so it's nice and pretty. I'm just going to cut this portion in half, like that. We're gonna roll this until it's half an inch. And you can eye it, trust me. Like, I just rolled mine. Now, it says you need a donut cutter. I did not know those existed. So if you want to do my way, if you wish, you're gonna take a glass cup. You're gonna plop it down. You're gonna twist it, like so. Be careful. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, technically we're making donuts, so they have to be perfect, but I'm gonna go back in. There we go. And then, you got one donut here, and if you want the nice perfect hole, we're gonna use a piping tip. We're gonna go in the center. We're gonna twist the heck out of it. Oh, hell. Right, I could curse on the show. Forget. And then, you got a donut hole. This is my own take of the donut. And we're gonna put them on their own separate trays. Now, this recipe is supposed to, and I quote, make 12 donuts and 12 donut holes. This is me we're talking about. So, we're going to find out if it is possible. And the cool thing is you can re-roll some of the dough and make sure you keep an eye on it while you're making it, because if it puffs, if it gets airy, you can still punch the air out. So we're gonna, ta-da! Honestly, this is not bad of a way to do it. Though I will say the donut holes are gonna be incredibly tiny. In which case, I do apologize for that. But in the meanwhile, we will jump cut very soon to when I'm done with all this, because quite frankly, folks, while this is nice and relaxing, it will take a while for me. We want to make sure that these Rema balls are nice and pretty. And it's really hard to go half an inch, but mostly half an inch will be roughly around here. You take a little bit of half of it. Baking is a science. It's a science fact. We've learned about that last time. Baking is a wonderful science fact. You're doing ingredients, you're making science. It's the wonder of it all. I will be returning when I'm done with this, so have fun. Alright, it's taken a bit, but apparently this recipe does about, well, I think if I estimate my math correctly, kinda. It's supposed to make 12 donuts. I have about 15, 18, 19 donuts and 19 donut holes. There's one tray over here, one tray over here. What you're gonna do is for the next half hour, with a loose cloth,
cover them so they rise. And we're gonna do that. And we're not gonna heat our oil yet. I'm gonna wait until it gets a little bit closer, but these are looking awesome. I'm excited, guys. I'll see you in the frying process. Alrighty, our dough has risen. Awesome. Our oil is currently going. You want to make sure that the canola oil is at a temperature of 375 degrees Fahrenheit. If you need to know how to do the temperature, I recommend getting a candy thermometer because it's able to help you exactly know how much you have left. And I'm going to be frying the donuts off camera because I want to be safe. But basically, you have to put about 3 donuts at a time. And you're going to be cooking each side for 1 minute. And make sure, I'm also trying to make sure the temperature is not there yet. We're almost there. And I literally can't even put it onto my pot. But make sure when you do, you have a nice little drying rack for the donuts. I put raindrops on the bottom because we're going to be reusing this for when we do the glaze portion on top. So I'll jump cut in a minute for when the donuts are present in 3, 2, 1. Here are the donuts in all their glory. We just did the main donuts. We have the donut holes to go, and we're going to be doing that off screen. So that's not fun, but we're going to show you how to do the glazing right now. Alrighty, while everything is being cooked, we're going to be doing the glaze. And we're going to be doing this quickly because I'm literally doing the donuts in 1 minute intervals. So you're going to need 2 cups of freshener sugar, 1/3 cup of heavy cream, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Alright, we're going to do the vanilla extra flavor. And then I need to flip donuts. Like I mentioned earlier, you could use whatever milk you want. I need liquid cream. I'm using heavy cream for this one. So we're gonna pour some drizzle. We're gonna just do a tiny break before we do the donut holes so that way we can get this glaze done. Because it recommends that we dip them in while everything is still, the donuts are still warm. So here's one. And come on. 2. And specifically, we are making these into rumble balls. We want to make sure the glaze is just right. So you're gonna take food coloring. I got the yellow one. We're gonna drop in 1, 2. I'm hoping this turns yellow. We'll find out together, boys and girls. And then we're going to whisk. Like so. Alrighty, there we go. Oh, it's already turning yellow. There we go, guys. I'm also regretting that this needs more heavy cream. There we go. Just gonna add a little bit more heavy cream. Whisking business. And there we go. Wow, that's a bright yellow. Alright. Now, this is mostly stirred. So what you're going to do now is I'm going to keep the whisk because I might have to put some more. Also, look how yellow it is. And we're going to dip the donuts. It recommends double siding, but we're going to say that for the donut holes. We're going to dip like so, wipe the excess, and we're going to let it dry. Dip? Oh no, this one's breaking. No! It broke! That's okay, that's gonna be the tester. Here we go. Like so. Dip. Access. Let it cool. Dip. Access. We let it cool. We're going to repeat this process for every single donut that we do. And so I will get back to you once I put the donut holes in. Alright, after letting them cool for almost letting them cool for 20 minutes. This is 1/2 of it. The rumble balls with some regular donuts are done. There's kind of a yellow glaze on it. But at the very least, they're done.
And now, taste test time. Are you ready to try rumble balls and feel powerful like Chopper? All right. They might still be sticky.
Rumble! Oh, those are really good.
All right, I'm trying a rumble ball over here. Cheers. Yay! Holy shit!
S for sure.
You know this is the first S drink, and you know what?
It's not the first. The first was gonna be on the bone for me.
That's, well, for you. But this is my actual very first S drink, and it gets a Sanji Kitchen seal of approval.
It's really good.
Frozen doesn't get that approval, because this is not my kitchen, so it gets the seal of approval for me. Holy crap! I'm gonna also now try a regular donut, because it's a lot more puffy. And this is from the broken one, so.
Maybe the other one.
Okay.
We're good.
This is good. I need to finish this before I do my final thoughts.
Usually with donuts, they're too dry. This is actually not that dry.
No, it's airy. Like, I actually thought, that I had raw dough in them, but I didn't.
No, it's perfect.
Definitely a win. I think the one thing I would love to critique is I probably should have added, maybe a little bit more food coloring, because there's still not the actual, like, yellow shine. However, these were very good for my first attempt.
Yeah.
And it might make these again as just regular donuts. Because can you imagine the possibilities with the donut dough ball itself? But no, thank you all so much for coming for today's Sanji's Kitchen. What is the next one?
The next one I believe is pirate lunchboxes for crossing the desert.
Fish eggs. Until next time, do you guys want to try a donut?
Let's move on to the next episode then.
Yep, episode 90, Cherry Blossoms, Miracle in the Drum Rockies. We open on a Caught myself. Go ahead.
Good. This was 4Kids episode 58, Doc Rock.
Well, that one's just bafflingly terrible.
What?
Doc Rock.
I know, but what?
Also, Doc Rock!
Anyway, we open on a reaffirmation of
Thank you, Fat Grandma. Wait, who's Fat Grandma? Anyway.
We open on a reaffirmation of Hiro's dream and Kureha's skepticism. Chopper's on the roof, contemplating stuff like Yoshi at the end of Mario 64. Oh, hey, Luffy.
So, all of the scenes where Chopper looks over at Hero Luck's grave were removed, along with the grave itself. Which, I don't get why. You did say he did himself in, so the kids do know he's dead, even if you didn't show it.
Why do they do anything? That went out in a while. Oh right, Dalton's still super injured.
Yeah.
Zoro
and Zoro's like, don't steal my shtick.
Zoro, speaking of Zoro, he recognizes Kureha, but doesn't know not to call her a hag yet.
Yeah.
Sanji's trying to tell Nami to stay until she's healed, but Nami won't have it. Kureha will, though.
Yeah. The shocked faces when she kicks down the wall they're sitting next to.
Frankly, I need that kind of chiropractic adjustment right about now from the Kureha gives Sanji.
Before that,
Why couldn't it be me on that table?
Before that, I love Usopp singing while he makes a snowman.
Yep.
Also, Jesus Christ, what's Kureha doing to him? Apparently, 4Kids agreed, because while they kept Sanji screaming, they don't show the silhouettes of him screaming in agony, or show him laying down on the bed begging for it to end. Which, I'm not sure if that makes it better or worse.
Maybe they don't want kids being too scared to go to the doctor?
Meanwhile, Becky's just like, break my spine like that, Mommy. And Nami's just like, I'm fine. I don't even feel like I'm going to die anymore.
Actually, maybe 4Kids was just trying to keep kids from growing up kinky.
Fucking failed there. Let's see here. Why does Kureha need the key to the arsenal? Oh well, Nami's gonna use that key to bribe her way out of an exorbitant bill.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I don't even feel like I'm gonna die anymore. Me after waking up from horrible neck pain the previous night. I have a busted neck. Not like busted, but like.
Yeah.
I do love how Kureha's.
I had to resist going busted.
I was about to too, but I love how Kureha's just like, now, there's a code over here, and then there's going to be guards posted elsewhere, so don't even think about leaving. I'm just going to step out for a second.
I'm going to leave my code here, and if you leave, it's my own fault. Yeah, basically Kureha respects the hustle.
It's just, it reminds me of this, probably my favorite joke from a House of Mouse cartoon, where Mickey's in jail, and the guard's like, well, the best way to get out of here would be to knock me out and take my keys. Could you demonstrate? Sure, bonk. Just...
Let's see.
Luffy's going, hey, dear, calling for Chopper. Don't call him dear, you're not that friendly yet.
Chopper's resting, having most likely lost Luffy. He can't let himself leave, but Luffy can't let him stay. Nami calling Chopper Tony got a big laugh out of us.
Hey, I got an idea. Let's sneak Sanji out of the castle.
Idea?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chopper says that he can't go, but it may help if Luffy calls him by his actual name.
Yeah.
Chopper's convinced that even if he wants to join, which he does, he's still the monster that people see. Poor guy. And we get... Good.
And Luffy just goes, shut up and let's go.
And this is why I fucking love Luffy.
Like, I do love how you get shots of everyone's expressions, including Sanji, who's still knocked out and still passed out.
Like, it's such a good moment, because sometimes you just need a good friend to be like, hey, dude, you're being a fucking idiot. Come on, let's do this.
Yeah. And I love Zoro going, most people don't make friends by telling them to shut up. Most people aren't Luffy, Zoro.
Yep.
Don't try the Luffy friendship method at home.
Yeah. And then finally, Chopper gets his own eye catch.
Yep. Chopper cries out, realizing he's joining the crew because he's found people that will accept him. Did I mention we watched Nimona last night? Usopp asks Nami how she's feeling. Apparently she feels great. Luffy wants to say goodbye.
Oh, Eli, I'm surprised you didn't bring up the one change for that scene. Because, like, in the dub, Luffy doesn't do the shut up thing. He just raises his arms up after the shot of everyone's reaction to Chopper's speech.
What?
No. He said he's in the... When the Funimation dub, he still says shut up and let's go. That was not in the comparison video I watched.
Weird. Because I distinctively remember that part in the 4Kids dub.
So Luffy just raises his arms and they accept it?
Like, basically Chopper gives his speech, we get everyone's, like, facial reactions, and then Luffy just, like, raises his arms up without saying the shut up bit.
That's really stupid! Oh my god!
I will try and prove this somehow.
I believe you! It's just incredibly stupid on 4Kids' part.
Yeah.
We can't have kids telling other kids to shut up.
Did you at least leave in the let's go?
No.
Oh my god! It kind of sounds like they just kidnapped Chopper.
Well, no, it can't be, because everything else that followed after
I know, I'm
is
saying
just
it's
normal.
badly
Chopper
written.
goes...
I'm saying it's bad. Luffy wants to say goodbye. Go ahead.
I do love, while they're waiting for Chopper, Luffy rolling the snowball with his ass.
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Luffy wants to say goodbye to Dr. Kureha and Dalton, but Nami points out that Chopper needs time to say goodbye himself. Oh my god, Luffy didn't even know that Chopper's a doctor!
Yeah. He just wanted the cool reindeer.
Kureha's having all the weapons removed from the castle. I just realized why. Chopper comes in to talk to Kureha, saying that he's leaving to join the crew. Kureha snaps at him. Oh shit, here we go.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure this is totally sincere rage.
Obviously this is just to make sure that Chopper doesn't have any regrets when he goes, but goddamn, it doesn't make it any harder to watch.
Yeah, it's a trope that One Piece overuses, but in my opinion, this scene is still kind of funny, especially the part where she's running outside with that expression, chasing him with the giant spike ball and chain.
Becky? Do you want to read Chopper's line about the thing?
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I'm a reindeer, but still I'm a man.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a reindeer, but still, I'm a man!
I'm a man.
So, is this a bad time to mention that Dr. Correa is Chopper's assist character in Grand Battle, and she actually tosses things at your opponents like axes and maces, much like here?
I need a Grand Battle remake with the Funimation dub now.
And honestly, with this scene, the 4Kids dub actually made it worse. Because they cut out the flashback scenes of all the good times they had together. So the emotional core of the scene was just away. Thanks, guys.
4Kids just hates flashbacks that they don't think are necessary.
Yeah. 4Kids just hates. Chopper runs off, Correa chasing him with weaponry. Time to leave, y'all!
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance to say it. That coat looks great on Nami, by the way.
I love Luffy just flailing off the back of the sleigh, because they're like, Chopper is like running down the ropeway, but he's carrying all the other Straw Hats in a sleigh, so Christmas, yeah.
At first I thought it was Sanji hanging off because his back was still broken.
No. They're not that cruel, thankfully. Well, according to Dr. Correa, he has a spinal fissure, so yeah, he really shouldn't be getting up. Also, just
I looked it up. Spinal fissures usually can take as long as 18 months to 2 years. Thank fucking God they have Chopper. Oh
He'll
my
be fine.
God.
He'll be fine. Bandages fix everything in this universe. Also, and when they finally get to the bottom of the mountain and they're about to head to the Mary, we get the sad flute music, followed by Chopper smiling, and all I could think of was that Rap Critic gag from years ago. Teeth.
Okay, I found it.
Where are you putting it?
Okay, it was archived. It's an internet archive thing, but there was a site that compared like the changes and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it does say that they cut out him saying "shut up." So
okay. Weird. God, 4Kids sucks. Yeah, Chopper, commandeered sleigh in tow, leaves with the others. This needs to stop happening to Chopper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Luffy hanging off the sleigh, the grin on Chopper. Oh, hey, Sanji woke up.
Yeah.
Correa looks on, telling Dalton that she doesn't like long goodbyes while clearly devastated. She's going to give him a perfect send-off, though, while Chopper wonders if HeroLook really did succeed in his research, and fittingly, here comes proof that it was a success. All the castle's cannons fired... Yep.
Before this, we get a little bit of a flashback where HeroLook first discovered that his dust worked. And it has this really weird shading to it, to the point where I've just burst out laughing when we saw it.
I believe it said, HeroLook pondering his orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wide-eyed, open-mouthed expression doesn't...
Yeah. All the castle's cannons fire directly into the air, and after a bit, cherry blossoms start to fall. Dr. HeroLook actually did it. He did the impossible.
Yeah, the cherry blossom snow is still beautiful, and of course, when we see Chopper crying, I just heard, "Can we get much higher?"
Yeah, my note was, Chopper cries, and we all get much higher. So high.
Yeah.
of course the frame for it is from the movie.
Yeah, but it won't stop our joke.
Yeah.
Drum Castle is clouded in the dust, resembling a cherry tree, and as the Loppins look on, hey, I actually spelled it right this time. HeroLook's grave is covered by cherry blossoms, and we get probably my favorite line in the arc. Have a safe trip, my stupid son. Aww.
Yay.
Yeah, this scene is beautiful, but unfortunately what HeroLook didn't tell them is that the dust was made from asbestos.
It's just good, healthy lead.
I'm sure it's probably just equivalent to food dye or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You spent 5 years trying to make fake dye?
Pink dye that would work. Pink dye that would work with cloud seeding. So,
It's symbolic.
yeah. Shaking ending aside, I do still really like how this arc ended.
Yeah. I thought it was a good conclusion to the. I'm not articulating things right.
It's fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Episode 91. Goodbye, Drum Island. I'm going out to sea. We open on-
4 Kids episode 59. Heading for disaster.
Well, that's just pessimistic.
Yeah.
We open on Zoro realizing that they're like cherry blossoms. He didn't know the story at all and has barely been paying attention.
Zoro's name is now Captain Zorobvious.
Chopper's contemplating. He's leaving home for the first time, but it's party time. Hooray! Oh my god, Chopstick knows Luffy.
Yeah. Luffy with the chopsticks up his... The anime loves this gag. They're gonna use it a lot in these celebration scenes. Like,
Why do I get the feeling this is something Oda's probably done in real life?
Duh.
probably. Like, and it was just, everyone's like, come sing with us, and Chopper's just overwhelmed, and the screen cap that we posted and muted was just picture Chopper instantly regretting his life choices.
Yeah, Luffy going, here, shove these chopsticks up your nose.
For a second, I was worried they were the same chopsticks that were just in his nose.
Nami and Chopper have a great friend dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, oh my god, everyone forgot about Karu. He was
Frozen in the river this
all
entire time.
Oh no.
Karu rats Zoro out, and Chopper can talk to the animals, walk with the animals.
Yeah. And of course all animals speak the same language because shut up.
Chopper's little happy dance, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, now the entire crew knows Chopper's position on the ship. Luffy just thought he was cool. Oh my god, Sanji. I can't remember why I wrote that.
He said he was backup food.
Oh, right, that's why. Okay. God damn it, Sanji.
Sanji, you can't eat venison if it's sapient.
Look, I'm clearly having a bad day.
Yeah. And then we get the realization that Chopper's like, I left my medical bag behind, but no, it was in the sleigh with him the whole time. Almost like somebody packed it for him.
Aw. Chopper's one of the guys after all, and oh my god, Karu is me with any fried rice.
He looks like he's about to choke. Also, great
Good.
background line from Luffy. Ew, I got snot on the chopsticks.
Ugh.
Also, with Chopper drinking with the rest of the crew. What are you drinking, Chopper?
It's apple juice.
No, Becky, we need to do the bit. I'll be Luffy here. Hey, Chopper, can I have some of that water?
It's not water.
Vodka! I like your stuff.
It's vinegar.
What?
It's vinegar, pussy.
Chopper
But
says,
everyone drinks the toast to their new friend, and man, Usopp can jump high.
I was hanging off the crow's nest.
And then we get a cut over to Dalton and Kureha talking
Dalton
going
says,
over the events. He's a first-rate doctor with a first-rate heart.
But he's a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Fourth-rate deck. Yeah.
Kureha talks with Dalton about how great Dr. Chopper is going to be, and Dalton's just going to try to repent for his time under Wapple's rule. He was going to leave, but instead he's going to try to rebuild the country with its people. Oh shit, a flashback.
Yeah, Dalton taking over for Wapple as a ruler seems oddly timely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, a flashback. Wapple and crew were at the World Summit, where they saw the King of Alabasta, Nefertari Cobra, who's played by Kylie Bear, who we discussed as Higuma. In Japanese, it's Iyamasa Kayumi, who was the narrator in Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, as well as Henry James in Ashita no Joe, Kyosuke Mamu in Lupin III, President Louis in Neo-Human Kashan, Lepka in Future Boy Conan, Dr. David Livesley in the Treasure Island anime, Kurotawa...
Not the one you're thinking.
No, that one's Russian. Kurotoa in Nazca the Valley of the Wind, Gardane in Legend of Lemnir, Paragus, the father of Broly in DBZ, the Puppet Master in Ghost in the Shell, Von Blucher in Mega Man Legends, Slayer in Guilty Gear, Eric Hellstrom in Atlantis Milo's Return, Boss Fujisawa in Akagi, Pastor Galswells in Corpse Bride, Professor Rowan in Pokemon, Anton Ego in Ratatouille, General Rias in Delgo, Father in FMA Brotherhood, Oswald Whistler in Professor Layton, and Professor Duran in Space Dandy before passing away in 2014. May he rest in peace.
In the 4Kids dub, well, first of all, they changed his name from King Cobra to King Nebra, which just made me think of Nebuchadnezzar, or Nebuchadnezzar. Also, in the 4Kids dub, he was played by David Zen Mansley, who voiced Lord Van Bloot in Chaotic, Q-Boss and Professor Simuel in Giant Robo, Professor Armand Aniskov in Speed Racer The Next Generation, John Bishop and the Rat King, along with a few other characters in TMNT 2003, and Abyss from Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeo.
Becky?
Also, okay. Couple things. First, the one you were expecting from me upon seeing Cobra.
Dilf, 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 dilf.
And second, I'm still puzzled that the 4Kids decided to change his name from Cobra to Nebra. Like, were they afraid the G.I. Joe people were going to sue them?
Well, no, because they owned G.I. Joe at the time. They were dubbing Sigma 6.
Oh, then they probably just wanted to avoid confusion because they thought kids were stupid.
Yeah. Great line from Rosen while we were watching this. You think you fucked his wife with that beard? And I was like, not with it, but...
I mean,
Beard stays on.
With enough hair gel, it's solid enough.
Look, seriously though, don't get random foreign fibers up your cooch.
While taking your driver's test? Earlier when we mentioned something up the nose, I was thinking of trying to stuff a roll of duct tape up your nose while taking your driver's test from your horoscope for today.
That's your horoscope for today.
Oh, baby Vivi, that's cute. I hate Wapple so much.
Yeah.
He just fucking walks up and smacks Vivi because he can.
Before that, couple of things. So, in the meeting, the guy holding the picture of Dragon, yeah, he had his cigar removed. And Wapple just picking his nose while he's talking. And, well, this is America, and he's a terrible ruler, so, of course I was just like, I have the best people governing, I know all the best people.
Yeah, Wobble's just an ass. He's just slapping a kid because he disagreed with her dad.
And the worst thing is, because this is the Reverie, he was hoping to start a war by doing it. Like, this 4Kids censored that by, of course, removing the impact frames, which I'm fine with. I kind of don't want to see a little girl get slapped.
Yeah, poor Vivi apologized for getting smacked by Wapple, which Dalton realizes was to prevent any war. Back in the present, the 20 MDs want to work with Dalton to build a new country, one free from Wapple's tyranny.
You know, I gotta say, I love this idea of medical professionals seizing America from its corrupt government. Real life should take some notes from that.
Help us!
There's several things real life should take notes from One Piece. Jesus Christ.
Number one of them on Becky's list: make Zoro real.
Real.
We have McKenyu.
Yeah.
So this guy comes up and is like, oh shit, I just remembered Luffy's wanted poster.
Yeah. Also when Kureha says that the pirates are quite a band of rogues, there was an error in the subtitle. She says they're quite a band of rouges.
Yep.
Which led to me finding out that Pirate Rouge the Bat is a thing, and I am delighted now.
Sonic Prime, yeah. Apparently some guy a week ago was looking for Luffy. That guy is one of the most important characters in the series, and he's hunting Blackbeard. Meet Ace.
Hi, Ace. I've heard a lot about you.
I keep making Hiroshi Tanahashi jokes. That's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm not going to say jack shit about what I know about him.
Good. Ace is played by Travis Willingham, who was Daddy the Father before, but I was saving his voice discussion for here. He is Knuckles the Echidna, Mitsunari Yagari-sawa in Yu Yu Hakusho, Shuichi Murasawa in Detective Conan, Roy Mustang in FMA, Yotaka in Naruto, Findor Callius in Bleach, Iggy in Ergo Proxy, Ginkgo in Mushishi, Masakazu Tongu in School Rumble, Evan Bernard in Time Crisis 4, Pierre Vieira in Aquarian, Yodai Higashizawa in The World Ends With You, Andreas Darlton in Code Geass, Mori in Oron, Bacchus D79 in Star Ocean, Yamcha in the Dragon Ball Evolution video game, Hulk in the Superhero Squad show, Christoph Siernovich in Monster, Cell in Dragon Ball Raging Blast, Manabu Sakuma in Nodame Cantabile, Free in Soul Eater, Guile in Street Fighter, until recently, where I think Kaiji Tang took over the role. Sideswipe in Hot Rod and Transformers War for Cybertron, Jimmy Jams in Regular Show, Johnny Riga in Catherine, Rock Bison in Tiger and Bunny, K in Zero Escape, Dozayev in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, Relius Clover in Blaze Blue, Two-Face in Telltale Batman, Ogma, Camus, and Lonku in Fire Emblem, Jay Garrick in Injustice, Thor in Marvel vs. Capcom, The Kingpin in Sony Spider-Man, The Mountaineer in Death Stranding, Grog Strongjaw in Legend of Vox Machina, that's the one everyone was waiting for, especially Casey, Raiden in Mortal Kombat 1, and Superman.
Before we get to the Japanese dub, I should point out that, no, Guile's voice was taken over by Ray Chase.
I see. Who was Kaiji Tang then?
Also, you mean the 4-Kids dub, right?
No, he usually does the... Did you already do the Japanese voice?
No, I'm about to.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I was confused.
And...
Yeah.
No worries. Just to save my own curiosity, Street... Oh, he was... Apparently Kaiji Tang is just a minor character in Street Fighter 6. I don't know why I thought... Oh, he's Bihan in Mortal Kombat 1, that's why. Okay. Got my fighting games mixed up. Anyway, in Japanese, it's Toshio Furukawa, who was Panchito in The Three Caballeros, Kai Shida in the original Gundam, Hazel in Watership Down, Ataru Motoboshi in the original Urusei Yatsura. Thus, I think he's Ataru's dad in the new one, because I know they had the casting of Ataru and Lum being the parents.
Yeah.
I mean, it was either Ataru's parents or Lum's parents. I'm not sure which.
Well, I think it was one voicing each of their respective.
Oh yeah, so he was Ataru's dad, and Lum. The original Lum was Lum's mom. Okay.
Yeah.
I need to see it still. Bird Raccoon in the Raccoons, General Blue in Dragon Ball, Piccolo in Dragon Ball Z, which is arguably his biggest role, even with this. Shin in Fist of the North Star, Sakamoto in Maison Ikoku, Leon McNichol in Bubblegum Crisis, Lupin the Third, in Part 1 specifically. Or no, I think it was one of the movies. Anyway, Karin in Appleseed, Koma Berenices in Saint Seiya, Yo Hinamura in Crying Freeman, Olivier Pippin in Legend of the Galactic Heroes, Shun Hayase in Sailor Moon S, Misao Yamamura in Detective Conan, Jan Lee in Dead or Alive. Isaac, please put in a bit of the Jan Lee jingle.
I'm gonna fuck you up, guess what?
Z in Ants, Eugene Grant in The Big O, Kagerosa Inaba in Bleach, William B. Baxter in Eureka 7, Herb Copperbottom in Robots, Papa Fox in Holic, Roy Campbell in Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops, Asura in Soul Eater, Satots in Hunter x Hunter, Ukulele Man in Space Dandy, Hatengu in Demon Slayer, Mad Dog in Live Alive, and Professor Ochanomizu in Pluto.
Ace in the 4-Kids dub, well, first of all, he wasn't named Ace.
Oh god, right, I remember now.
Now, in the past, I've said they changed his name because it was a reference to an alcoholic drink of some kind, which I'd heard before, but the more people told me they'd never even heard of said drink, the more I was like, maybe that's not true. And of course, it's hard to find info from this time, so take this with a grain of salt. But more likely, it was changed because it was a reference to cards and thus to gambling, which only makes me wonder how 4-Kids would have handled a later character who uses tarot cards.
Wait a minute. They do Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's not a gambling thing, though.
Bullshit!
You could. I'm pretty sure you could gamble on Yu-Gi-Oh if you tried hard enough.
Yeah. They only gamble with their lives. That's perfectly okay.
Well, here's the thing. KZ Excellent, and I'm sure other people, do what's called salty bets, where they will, on stream, just play the, view the spectate duels on Master Duel, and just have the chat bet with points on which one's going to win.
let's hope that the fantasy sports betting world never learns about Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
Well, no matter what the reason was, the 4Kids dub called him Trace. So we really are tracing the Grand Line today.
Oh my god, my spine and bones.
Anyway, his voice was provided by a guy named Jesse Campbell Richards, who went by the stage name Jesse Hooker, who literally only voiced Ace and one other character. Now, Rosen, I want you to guess which one, because I'll literally tell you the series he's from, and you'll still never get it.
Yeah.
The character was from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX.
Okay, let's think here. Is it a major character?
No.
Okay, is it... let me think here. Is it the quiz show guy?
No.
Is it the draw caveman?
No. It was Blaze. You know, the duelist who used the Monarch cards along with everyone's favorite character, T-Bone.
Are you fucking serious? It was the guy from the Rejected movie?
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yeah. It is pretty funny that he's voicing 2 fire-themed characters, though. Anyway, apparently. But, well, Ace looks kind of badass at first. They're like, hey, that guy didn't pay his tip. It just runs off.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Apparently Luffy knows
Yeah,
Ace.
we could definitely tell this. Well, no, I'm not going to say anymore.
Okay. Meanwhile, we cut back to Kureha and Dalton, and she brings up while she's looking at Luffy's wanted poster, she brings up Gold D. Roger. Dalton's like, don't you mean Gold Roger? Is that what they're calling him now? So, this concept, the Will of D, will be revisited, though here it's called the Spirit of D, and in the 4Kids dub it was called Goldie's Spirit. I think the name from the manga is a lot less clunky.
The Will of D, yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe we got it this early. I could have sworn it was like 300 episodes in.
It's really hinted at here. It's going to be explained later a little bit more.
Right.
This is another big mystery that the series has yet to solve.
Yeah. Meanwhile, out on the ocean, they get attacked by a Birdemic 3 sea eagle.
Oh boy. Yeah, the fucking giant bird nabs Luffy. Chopper panics, and Zoro says that if Luffy doesn't ask for help, he's fine. Sure enough, one Gum Gum propeller saves the day. Looks like we're having giant chicken for dinner.
Actually, the Gum Gum propeller was changed to Gum Gum Twister in the 4Kids dub.
Lateral move. Also, I just love that Usopp, Sanji, and Zoro are just casually playing cards while Luffy's getting nearly eaten by a bird.
Guys, Luffy's been eaten. I didn't know it was Tuesday already.
And Usopp said he had a really good hand before Luffy got before the bird came crashing down on the ship. I doubt it, Usopp.
He was pulling a Jotaro. And while all of them are talking about what they're going to do when they're in Alabasta, I just thought, who's driving the ship? Karu? He's the only one we don't see right now.
I mean, there's nothing around. It's fine.
Yeah. So, we get a little bit of exposition about the 7 warlords of the sea. And basically, they were at creation of the government. They're like the 7 strongest pirates in the world, supposedly, and the government was basically trying to use them to wipe out all the other pirates so they'd be easier to capture. How'd that work out for you?
Yep.
And then Thanos just goes, I used the pirates to destroy the pirates.
Chopper's amazed by the crew, but Nami points out that they're almost at Alabasta, and as such, the crew gives Chopper the rundown.
And Vivi tells us a little bit more about the structure of Baroque works, or at least what she knows about it.
Yep, including Mr.
So,
good.
You.
So we learn Mr. 1, who is paired with Miss Double Finger, which apparently is because Oda uses 2 fingers to show 1-1, thus New Year's Day.
Well, fittingly, she was renamed to Miss New Year's Eve in the 4Kids dub.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, I'm fine with that. At least we won't have to look up the reason why she's called that.
Yeah. Mr. 2 works alone. Wonder why.
No, I'm just like, no. What she said was, Mr. 2 doesn't actually have a female partner. I wonder why.
Mr. 4 is paired with Miss Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. Sorry, Chopper.
Before that, we do get a shot of Mr. 3 and Miss Golden Week, and they were actually shown in this bit during the 4Kids dub. Although we never saw Miss Golden Week on screen apart from that. Also,
why?
Yeah, they showed a clip. Yeah, they showed a clip of her in Little Garden anyway.
Yeah. Also, they removed the text "Golden" from her shirt. Also, Miss Merry Christmas was renamed to Miss Groundhog Day, which is really fitting when you see her what her powers are. I kind of like that, actually.
Can't have any religious holidays.
In that shot of Mr. 5 they show, 4Kids completely removed the gun he was holding instead of just recoloring it like they normally do. Because potatoes.
Also, the new characters do have real names, but I'll wait until they're actually introduced.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
And then Sanji goes, "What about that monkey and chicken?" To which Chopper goes, "That's racist."
That got a huge laugh out of me. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Jesus, this organization is big. They have 2,000 henchmen, basically.
The billions. And they're basically
and
being
the
used
millions!
But there's only like 3 of them.
Yeah.
They like to round up.
And they're basically being used to fuel a civil war in Alabaster right now. Like, I love... And when they're talking about it, I love that little close-up of Karu looking determined.
Luffy only knows he wants to beat up Crocodile, and the rest of the crew realizes that all the other officer agents are going to be in Alabasta too.
Speaking of which, we cut over to Little Garden, where we get a little bit of Mr. 2 and his crew.
Yay!
Who somehow missed Mr. 3 coming there. I guess they took the long way around.
But it's always a delight seeing Bon Clay.
Yeah. In the shot where he's basically choking his navigator, his hand was moved so it was over his mouth instead of around his neck, like in the 4Kids dub.
Well, you know, you're out at sea for long times. You're going to be choking your navigator.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bon Clay is definitely a what bar for next time.
Yeah. I do remember this shot, which was used in an AMV Hell joke, where from Monty Python he goes, "I'm the only gay in this village."
Yeah. Well, they're off to Alabasta too. Crocodile and Miss All Sunday convene. Apparently, pirates are attacking various villages, which Crocodile won't stand for. And that's a good cliffhanger for next time.
I'm hype.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's get to our segments.
Yeah, I can't wait for next time. One of my favorite characters finally meets the Straw Hats, and Alabasta starts in earnest. This is going to be fun.
Yep. For now, though, let's go to our Luffy moment of the week. Mine is "Shut Up, Let's Go."
That is a great moment, but I prefer Luffy not knowing Chopper was a doctor, but wanting him on the crew anyway.
I like Luffy telling Wapple that regardless of whether he's a king or a god, he's still gonna kick his ass.
And mine is just Luffy beating Wapple. Just the whole scene in the whole, "Well, thank you, Vice King." Also, I'm surprised you didn't mention that Wapple in the 4Kids dub just wanted to make Luffy king at that point.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
It's not as funny as Vice King. Like, the idea that Wapple still wouldn't give up.
Yeah.
Well, either way.
Yeah.
Most valuable pirate?
Chopper.
It's still Chopper.
It's Chopper.
Yeah, it's Chopper.
Best worst moment. Best is Harry Luke's cherry blossom surprise. Worst is Kureha chasing out Chopper.
That best moment is a great and emotional moment. But my best moment was Wapple's face when he sees the cannon is full of snowbirds.
It was so funny.
And the worst moment for me was Sanji perving on Nami. Not the time, dude.
I'm gonna get used to that sentence.
Yeah.
I'm the only one. Nobody pervs on Nami right here but me and maybe Becky. You may need to redraw that.
Okay, mine. Chopper defeating Chessmarimo. That
good.
fight was great.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The worst moment is Wobble being an evil asshole and idiot.
Yep.
Shit, dude. Yeah, I'll be unoriginal and also pick the cherry blossom scene and, worst moment.
Would it be Sanji saying backup food?
Yeah, like, Sanji, you had to learn by now.
Yep. Well, we'll see if you learn by next time. We're episodes 92 through 96. We'll see you then.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sanji's Kitchen. Now, things fall apart. I'm gonna restart that.